Welcome to Horrorphobia,
Oh my God! I made it!
a spooky movie review podcast for the horror lovers and the horrorphobics alike.
Never saw them titties.
Watch your profanity.
I can't imagine why.
Those
Destroy the child.
Learn your lesson. We have to have some Halloween spirit.
Show us your balls or get the fuck out!
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Hey there, boils and ghouls, and welcome to Horrorphobia, a spooky movie review podcast for the horror lovers and the horrorphobics alike. I'm your host, Jake. Next to me is my wife, Emily.
Hello.
Across the internet, we have our friend Ryan.
Sup, dudes?
And all the way across the slutty internet, we have our friends Ian and Jake.
Hello. Hi.
We are a group of lifelong friends who review horror movies. Why horror movies? Because I love them.
And I hate them.
We have a great episode for you today. On this episode, we will be reviewing the 2011 classic Chillerama.
Chillerama!
The movie that everyone couldn't stop talking about in 2011, Chillerama.
It's on everyone's Halloween list.
Yeah.
For sure.
I watch it every year.
Yeah.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece Chillerama. First we will do our movie synopsis, then our spoiler-free review, and then we'll get everyone's score for the film. We review on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being 10 being Then Ryan, acting as our resident scaredy cat, will rate
Root.
Show us your root. He'll rate our roots. He will rate our root.
Your root.
And he will also rate the spook factor of Chillerama, and he'll tell us how scary Chillerama is.
It was so scary. And then we will begin with our spoiler-filled walkthrough of the film.
And as usual, I will not be providing behind-the-scenes info.
And I have some critical reception upon release.
And
I
I would be providing production budget versus box office gross. I did do my homework, and there's nothing online unless I pay for that shit on IMDb, which I'm not willing to do yet. But we will get into our own personal likes and dislikes of the film.
A couple more bucks in that Patreon, and then
Yeah, exactly. $5 Patreon tier. It's up
IMDb.
now. It's up now.
Then after the review, we're all going to play a game. This week's game is Trivian because we didn't have time to prepare anything else.
Trivian.
Use them cards, baby. Use them cards.
Trivian for poop.
Trivian for
Trivian.
poop.
Purple.
And then after the game, we will go to the Horrorphobia wheel unless I win Trivian.
Trivian. Yeah.
For poop.
We didn't decide what would happen if we won.
We all come to Nashville and beat you up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I'm tanking the
Yeah.
team
So-
unless I want visitors.
Yeah.
I do. So.
Soap party. So, as I said before, Chillerama is our movie of the week, 2011's Chillerama.
I'm so excited.
My synopsis is this. Actually, I just copy pasted it because I didn't. I was like, I don't know what to do.
That's on
fine.
theme. That's on theme with this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the closing night at the last drive-in theater in America, and manager Cecil Kaufman has planned to show 4 movies, films so rare they've never been exhibited publicly on American soil until tonight. My review is this. The balancing act of a comedy that is skewering shockingly bad B horror films is a delicate one. A horror comedy that is too self-aware that it's a comedy is eye-roll inducing. It almost feels like that one friend that keeps on trying to give himself a nickname. On the other side, a horror comedy at the end of the day really just needs to make you laugh and entertain you. This movie, for the most part, does just that. With it being an anthology film, the pacing of the stories is well done. The moments in between that take place at the drive-in felt sluggish and uninteresting. Most of the comedic moments that fell flat for me all took place at the drive-in. Some of the humor throughout has not aged well and feels immature. almost like the screenwriter was fueled exclusively by Code Red Mountain Dew and Cool Ranch Doritos during the writing process.
Legend.
But on the whole, if you love anthologies and you're a fan of cheesy horror comedies with the likes of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Jack Frost, and Thanksgiving, then Chillerama is up your alley. And that's why I'm giving this film 6 classic vein twists out of 10.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I love the friend who's trying to give himself a nickname thing. That's a really good analogy.
Absolutely.
All right. Emily, what do you I know it's Ryan. I'm sorry. It's always Ryan.
No.
It's always Ryan. It's always Ryan.
Wait your turn.
You're giving me blue balls.
That would
right,
be
guys?
a great spot for that drop. I want you inside that Ryan. I want you inside me.
Okay. Despite it being my nomination, I still went into Chillerama with a healthy sense of skepticism. The clips I had seen had me thinking it was clearly inspired by B movies of the past, but whether it was a parody or a tribute was still in question. And what I saw was not exactly either one. What I saw was a boundary-pushing raunch fest that I'm choosing to believe was experimental and not just gratuitous, because I actually had a great time with the movie despite cringing more than a few times. No substance to speak of, but it's clear the only message here was received by other filmmakers seeing exactly how far you can push it while still securing semi-successful actors. I want to be clear here, it's a very bad movie, and the horror elements were somewhat insulting to traditional movies of the genre, so I apologize for nominating this flaming bag of dog shit. But the thing about a flaming bag of dog shit is, it's pretty damn funny if it's not your porch. And watching my friends attempt to grasp a coherent thought about this movie was priceless. It's a comedy first with horror undertones, and if you like stupid and offensive humor and hate your friends, watch this movie with them. And I gave it a 6.9 extra butter on my popcorn.
Now you fucked up.
By selecting this movie.
Yeah, exactly. We were due for a bad one.
No, I mean, it's like I said, it's not the worst. Emily, what are you giving this film?
I feel like I would definitely show this to other people. I think it'd be a funny thing to watch other people watch when you know what's coming. When I watched it, I had my hands over my eyes for like half of it. So when my hands were off of my eyes, I like alternated between cringing and laughing. I think it was pretty good. I agree with Jake that the people in the movie theater were my least favorite part of the movie. I don't understand why they had good actors for the actual movies, but the people seemed kind of cringy. So I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10 blue juice.
Ew, gross.
All right. Jake, what are you giving this movie? I'm more curious about Jake's because I saw it. I got to see Ian's face during it, but we didn't get to watch this with Jake.
Yeah.
So. I came into the movie thinking I was gonna like it more than I did, which some elements of it I really did. I think this is I was thinking about this on a drive earlier today. I'm like, this might be my favorite music in a movie so far.
Oh.
At least like musical numbers, not like overall scores.
Yeah, there's some bangers too.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Hitler one in the credits?
Yep, absolutely. They're all pretty funny. I think the creativity of the actors in the stories inside the story were really good. Like some of the comedic instincts were there, and like you said, it was comedy first, but there is some, like you all touched on, like the scenes at the actual like the zombie movie scenes themselves left a lot to be desired. It felt really cringy. I mean, the movie in general felt cringy, but it was like an overall, like, you know, you were expecting it, and at a certain point you were expecting, as again mentioned, gratuitous, like just completely indulgent and hyper, I would call it. So I'm giving this one 6.1 crusty pages of Play Bear magazine.
Nice.
All right.
Uh,
Is that
All
in a
right.
magazine?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
Ian, what are you giving this film?
So I pretty much just have like a handful of words to summarize my review. Unhinged, cringy, funny, cum, gay, pee pee poo poo, boobs, Nazis.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This movie honestly that had like the right amount of like bizarre and stupid to me, and I love stupid.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of movie I imagined us reviewing on this podcast. But, but I mean, I laughed. I laughed and it was funny. I was entertained. So I'm gonna give this movie a 7.3 tossing balls with the boys.
Yes.
I was honestly expecting more of
Yeah.
this type of movie.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't
Yeah.
like
We'll
hit
try
It had
I
to
mean,
be
I'm
me.
not-
It
yeah.
had to be me that threw it in here.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably we definitely like when I mentioned the other films that it reminds me of, I probably would have definitely eventually nominate Killer Clowns. So
Sure.
we would have gotten to that. So
because that's a
Yeah.
that's kind of a true classic.
yeah.
Like that's a
Yeah.
in genre cemented.
That one's the craziest one, at least for me, because it is the most. You can tell that they knew it was stupid, but it's some of the jokes in that are just so well thought out. It's crazy that it's not eye roll inducing like
Yeah.
this movie can be, and other ones that
Yeah.
where it's like just like a bad because they think it's funny kind of style,
Right.
like
What's
the B movie spoof.
yeah. What's that Star Wars movie? Like that buddy
Baseballs.
Space.
No.
Wait, what?
You're right. You're right though. You were right
I know
when
what you're talking about. The without a paddle type movie.
Yeah, like that buddy like
Me
Coming
and you
of
watched it together. The like we've never been laid when he's humping his feet.
Oh,
Yes.
fanboys.
Fanboys. Yeah.
This movie reminded me of that, except for horror. Like it was a higher budget and it was more try-hardy, but like it reminds like the bad acting and like the in click jokes like between movie fans and horror fans like in this movie was like that was what was most cringe inducing for me was like Jake said, that nickname thing to where I'm like, oh god, just chill with the cool guy movie references and stuff. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so what I'm getting from everything, from what everybody's saying, is that like we all cringed, but nobody outright hated it.
No.
No.
Oh,
Right?
it's funny.
I understand what the
Okay.
movie, like the purpose of the movie was.
Yeah.
Yes.
They weren't trying to be like, legit or anything.
As cliche as it sounds, this is like it is what it is type of situation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just you're going into a tribute, parody, whatever you want to call it, of a B movie. Like they knew what they were doing, and this is what you get. No one's watching this, expecting a good story or good acting or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
supposed to be stupid.
Yeah.
You know, stupid. It's a bad movie name. I feel like they could have found a better movie name. You know?
I think it was called. I think it was called something about like something at the drive-in, like
Oh yeah.
like Death at the Drive-In or something. There was an original name for it. I was like looking shit up about it.
Yeah.
Horrible for me to not know what this is, but there was a lot of changes they made because there was such a long period of time between the initial concept of the film
Right.
and it actually being released. Like it was like in the 90s when the directors kind of got together and were like thinking about making this movie, and it got shot down like everywhere until eventually they decided to go at it independently, and this is what they made. So
Gotcha.
All right. Well, what are you rating the spook factor of Chillerama?
2.2 breasts for the sake of breasts.
I was gonna say, what's the horny
Uh,
factor?
Yeah. It's a very horny film.
I mean, that
Um,
has. I feel like that has like precedence in our podcast. Like to like one of our earliest episodes is like
The titty scale.
how horny. How horny whoever was making. I think it was like I forgot what movie we were talking about, but like how horny the person was making the movie was.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But yeah, 2.2 is low as hell. But it's, you know, it's not nothing. Like there are a few like scenes that, you know, if somebody, it didn't bother me, but if somebody was like absolutely adverse to anything spooky looking, they might be bothered by some of the zombie scenes or something. So I, you know, gave it like a 2.2, but yeah, it didn't, I didn't lose any sleep over this one personally, but that was not the point of the film, clearly.
Having to take the giant sperm, I lost a couple minutes.
I was gonna
Big.
say, I'm like,
The
you don't have a
sperm rape scene.
vagina.
That was scary.
That's true. That's true.
Spooky.
The Statue of Liberty rape scene. Oh wait, we're not in spoilers. I'm sorry.
That's true. It's fine.
Those are
It's fine.
those are some pretty ambiguous things that might make somebody want to watch the movie. You know.
Absolutely.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Are we getting in the spoilers?
Might as well. You rated spook factor. Let's go ahead and spoil it.
There we go. Spoilers.
Oh,
Hail Satan! He wants
That's what the director was saying the entire time.
that's true. That's true.
Oh shit. So yeah, I don't have anything for, you know, my budget or box office. So this is all Emily before we get into the walkthrough.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Let's tell us about the. Did people like it?
Let me
Did they love it?
let me get it.
Did they gotta have it?
People did not super hate it. Give me.
Okay.
That's
So
all I have.
eloquent.
Means us.
That's all I have. That's
Makes
what
sense.
I wrote down. People didn't super hate it.
They
liked
didn't
that
super
shit.
hate it.
Nope. Yeah. No. It
I
got.
think that's our
Yeah.
sentiments about the film.
Yeah.
We didn't super hate it.
Yeah. That's all we're gonna put in the
Let's talk
comments.
about what we
for
did hate, though.
Chillerama is we didn't super hate it. It got 33% on Rotten Tomatoes, 5.5 on IMDb. People liked it a lot more on IMDb than Rotten Tomatoes.
I think
Uh,
Rotten Tomatoes is a little more pretentious.
Yeah, it's super.
Like I
Well-
think if there's a lot of sticks up their butt.
Well,
in
it's.
Rotten
I mean,
Tomatoes.
it's just a yes or no. It's just either they liked it or they didn't. It's either fresh or splat.
That's
It is
true.
SL.
I forget about that.
Yeah.
Like so, okay. So that's a good question. You gotta rate this splat or fresh. What would you say?
That's a good question.
I mean, like I said, I went into 6. It's,
Splat.
I think it's fresh, even though I gave it a 5.
I would say fresh.
I mean, when you click on it, like on the individual review, it'll kind of go to what they rated it as. So it'll tell you if it's like a 3 out of 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's a 3 out of 5, it's fresh. And if it's a 2 out of 5, it's a splat. So, and it just kind of does it that way. So, I mean,
So technically, you're saying fresh then.
yeah, I mean, I would say I would recommend it for the most part. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't recommend it to a lot of people, but if you like bad horror comedies and you enjoy anthologies, it's go for it. It's,
Yeah.
watch on Tubi. It's free.
Yeah.
Ian, you would say fresh too.
Yeah,
Paid
yeah,
for
I
it.
liked it more than I didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
I think I probably
So-
rated it the
And-
highest.
Yeah.
You did. I think. What'd you do? 7.3 or
7
something, or some point?
7.3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I was
seen-
6.9.
I've seen some of the bad horror films, you know, like the ones that people make jokes about, like Ginger Dead Man and Jack Frost, and you know, Uncle Sam and all those ones, and most of them are not as entertaining as this one, and not as well paced as this one.
That's
So,
true. That's really true.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
And I enjoyed those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
these.
So-
This is a good review. It was a splat by this Jeffrey Anderson guy, but it says there's pure juvenile spirit here coming from a bunch of guys that grew up reading horror magazines and watching horror movies. They really love this stuff and that comes through clearly. I feel like that's
Oh,
pretty.
right.
I agree with those
Yeah.
sentiments, and I would splat
Yeah.
it as well. Just based on percentage, I think I gave it a 6.1. And like, there's this like floating area where I can just decide at whim from like a 5.5 to like a 6.5 that I could either splat or fresh.
I mean, you can do
And
it
I'm
every
gonna,
month.
I'm gonna choose to splat this one, even
Okay.
though I did enjoy big parts of it.
There's a lot of splatting
Yeah.
that went on in this movie. I mean,
Absolutely.
You're
And
like-
I am not a splat guy. Too much splatting, and I'm like, I do not want to watch this again, no matter
You're
how
a few
good some of the
days.
laughs were.
You're a few days past the expiration date, and like you're looking at it, and you're like, I could eat this,
Mm.
but I also could just throw it away, and you're
Yeah.
deciding to throw it away, and I respect
like
that.
gray
Yeah.
area. Yeah. I'd eat it and risk it.
Yeah. So we get into the walkthrough then.
Yep.
We have decided to change the walkthrough format a bit, to be less explanatory with the individual scenes and more about our thoughts about the main beats of the movie as a whole. Now, we ran this by one of our listeners, and she informed us that she likes the way that we did it before. But we are going to go forward with what we're doing, this new idea. If you like the old way we're doing it, let us know.
You're
would like some
wrong.
input. You're wrong.
We
But
already didn't listen to one listener, so we probably won't listen to you.
yes, exactly.
who
But
are you?
that's
Excuse? What?
the person we're talking about made mention that it's nice to listen to it the way we do it if you haven't seen the movie yet, because we walk through it so thoroughly. But I am of the mindset where if you're listening to our spoiler section, you most likely have seen the movie before and don't want to hear us read a book report about it. So I am going to it's gonna be more yada yada, more questions, more thoughts, less actual walkthrough. So
More gay.
there will be
More thoughts. More
But
thoughts.
this movie a lot more gay, a lot more gay.
Do something fruity.
So in this one, the movie opens up with what seems to be a throwaway scene, but actually ends up being the plot of the whole thing outside of the anthology bits. A disgruntled husband has dug up his dead wife's grave and in a drunken state is expressing his displeasure in their marriage, particularly in the lack of sex. He declares his necrophiliac intentions before his rotting wife wakes up and bites his testicles off. So we all saw it, and I'm wondering at this point of the movie, what were your expectations going forward?
It was setting my expectations pretty high.
Yeah.
It's,
Why was it blue?
yeah.
Why was it blue? Yes, that was, I think, your first question, because we actually watched this one almost as a full cast. Other Jake could not make it, but the rest of us were all together. And I just loved watching everybody's faces. I hadn't even seen this movie before, and I was too focused on everybody else.
Yeah.
I have a
The-
theory why it's blue, too,
Oh.
that ties in
Okay.
the zombie. I think it's just because for that movie they needed extras, so it was like, we're basically gonna have a party, like a rave, like a paint party, and that's how you get a bunch
Okay.
of people into a drive-in theater to work for you for free.
Do you have a
And I
pink
think
party?
that's what happened. Yep. It
Cool.
was just rave paint and getting people to act like zombies.
Oh.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
So you're like, bunch of horror fans show up for this movie call, or like for this like
Yeah.
casting call, and we're gonna film this.
Mhm.
We're gonna knock this out in one night. We're gonna have an after party. We're gonna flood the place with
Yeah.
booze.
Oh, I bet it was
Yeah,
super
and
fun
it's
to
a wrap.
film. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the better junk bite scene, Chillerama or fresh?
I was just gonna say, imagine if Fresh's scene was like this.
Chillerama because of the balls. That's fun.
Yeah.
Because it
That's
was
a good.
balls and not dick.
You
Yeah,
get
that's
some splattery balls.
It's a good
Yeah,
angle.
you saw those
the,
balls.
the flop
Like,
end. Yeah,
Fresh
She
is
was-
more earned though.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
right out the gate. I
Yeah.
guess I
The
was.
one
Yeah.
that was more of a joke question. Fresh was definitely better in my opinion. It was
Oh.
more satisfying. This one was
Emily's
more
opinion does not
gratuitous.
matter.
I'm always thinking about it, so I'm always ready for it.
It's always there. So the anthology concept is disguised here as 4 short films being shown on closing night of a drive-in theater. The classic quirky friends and horny teens are present as we await the first film to be played. Now, there's a lot of cheesy dialogue and campy acting, especially in the drive-in theater parts. I was under the impression those were intentional as kind of a tribute to those movies of the past. How did those strike you guys personally?
No, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Yep.
That's all I have to say.
I
what?
totally respect that.
You're talking about the cheesy acting, right?
The cheesy dialogue, the campy acting, like the way
So,
you know.
I guess I didn't really think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just I mean, it was stupid, but like, I'm glad it was just short. Like, it didn't like drag on, and
Mhm.
every time it happened, like, it was still like 10 minutes at most. I feel
That's
like.
true.
Yeah,
I
there,
don't know.
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say there was a lot of like those catchphrases, like when he was like, "It's like this," and like when he goes in to talk to Desi, and like she's like, "What's up, Daddy-O?" and like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
got those like lines where it's like
Bad chemistry
very
Yeah.
I didn't mind it
between
'cause
like
it was,
everyone.
Yeah, I didn't mind
Wow.
it just because it was so fake sounding anyway. The whole movie was stupid,
Mhm.
so like,
Yeah.
it didn't
Yeah.
throw me off at all.
Yeah, I think like you said, like it being short and almost like they're going through a line of all these kind of over the top characters. Like there's the guy who's gonna buy the theater, there's the theater guy himself who's really arch and over the top. So like
Mm.
I think that stuff like all makes sense, and like that makes sense to why their delivery was the way it was and the way it was shot, but it's still like doesn't make up for cringy bad dialogue and
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah.
like I said, bad chemistry. Like it just felt like some of the actors was probably like the first time like they like even like uttered lines at each other.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
it would be more cringy if it was a serious movie
Yeah.
to me.
Oh yeah.
Sure,
So
for sure.
like I said, I didn't think anything of it really.
I also
There's a
just-
lot that can be forgiven with a movie like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just feel like the fact that like the B movies were the movies within the movies, kind of,
Mhm.
it took me more out of it that they were still acting like B movie characters outside of it, even though it's still supposed to be like a funny, shitty movie.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying, where
It's-
like it's still just part of the like the funny movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was almost like they're, if like in their alternate universe, if their movies are this bad, like their real life is like that
It's
bad.
true. Yeah.
You know, they're
That's
in
true.
they're in a shitty B movie. They're in the
Yeah.
zombie movie.
Yeah.
They are. They are. So the nutless man from the opening scene stumbles into the projector room with a noticeably vibrant blue goo surrounding his crotch. He is clearly becoming undead, and the drive-in's owner, Cecil Kaufman, tells him to clean himself up and get to work. Now, the first film of the anthology is shown entitled Wadzilla, and the plot centers around Miles, a man with an extremely low sperm count of exactly 1, who begins taking an experimental medication that won't increase his sperm count, but will increase the size. And as a result, every time he becomes the slightest bit aroused, he feels an intense pain in his balls and has to jerk off to relieve it. The sperm that comes out each time is bigger and more aggressive, with an unclear goal of eating people, but also a desire to impregnate, eventually finding the Statue of Liberty to be a suitable host. So, this one was actually the first clip I ever saw of this movie was from Wadzilla, which was immediately me being like, gotta watch this shit. I think it was a TikTok somebody posted or something that made its way to Instagram, because the Instagram is the superior platform. But
Obviously not. Keep going.
let's talk about that scene when he goes over to his date's house, he rubs one out. It's the first time we see that the sperm is growing. It comes out of the toilet. And as they're running away, it goes up her dress. How uncomfortable were you with the sperm going up her dress?
I just wanted to know what was gonna happen next. The popping sound when it came out.
Wait, hold on.
They use that with the later in the
can't hear it, it's
Werebear
not
one
coming
too.
through. The sound, or the going up the.
They use the popping sound in the Werebears one too. I
God.
think.
Oh, with the dildo?
I love a good popping. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Steely Dan.
Mhm. So I have a distinct memory of looking at Jake's face during this scene, and he's just you look very uncomfortable. You look
yeah.
like you looked like, why is this happening? Like, and it's stupid. It's very, very stupid.
I mean, it won me over with the Statue of Liberty titty dance, but
Yes, I will like this whole thing. I watched it again this morning for the second time, and it was a little less offensive the second time watching it. For some reason, I don't know why. I think the first time I was just like, the second time I was like, okay, I get some of this shit. The news report scene was funny, where it was just a lot of puns of wanting to wrap it up and to use any form of contraception they can or something. Like there was just a lot of puns about sperm.
It reminded.
Oh, sorry.
It reminded me of the opening scene of I think it's the new
That's
Jackass
literally
movie,
what I was
Jackass
about
4.
to say, Jake. It because it was so shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the Jackass one is better though.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, the 10 years between those two movies, these
better
guys, if they
produced.
had Jackass money and
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's so
use
funny.
in Pontius's cock.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
that's great.
So let's talk about that Statue of Liberty scene.
She's
there is
First of all,
so,
it's a
twerking
dude.
is the best.
It was like the perfect amount of jiggle. It was great.
the
Should've had a
statue.
penis.
So the sperm had grown to like 5 stories high or something, and they're trying to shoot it with spermicide. It's not having any effect, and they're like, "Where's it gonna go next?" And he's like, "The Statue of Liberty. It's the only conceivable host." And it starts going towards the Statue of Liberty. They bring a giant condom over top of. For some reason, they're trying to put the condom on the Statue of Liberty. And it tears it at the top with the freaking her flaming whatever she's got. What do you call that? The torch. Yes, thank you. But before that, as the sperm sees it, he like hallucinates, and the Statue of Liberty becomes like a naked woman, kind of with like tassels on her nipples, and she's like doing sexy dances, like luring the sperm to her.
It's just throating the torch.
Yeah. Just
I shall offer him sexual favor.
Give us your tired and poor, huddled masses.
The sperm ends up just dry humping the Statue of Liberty, and they drop a bomb on it. And it covers the city in seminal fluid. All seems to be well, except for when Miles kisses his date. Miles is the man who had the enlarged sperm, and he kisses his date, and he gets aroused again, and then the cycle continues. And there's like that creepy like music as it zooms out, him holding his crotch. So individually, rate Wadzilla.
A 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's good. It's the best one.
Oh.
Better than The Shining.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
3 out of 3 French toast sticks.
I don't want to be around anymore.
He doesn't want to rate Godzilla. I would give it a 7.
I mean, is it? I guess we should just rank our favorite to least favorite as far as all the short story or the short
think we
films.
will.
You know what? That's a good idea. We'll do that at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just the
We'll do
only
that
one
after
who
we talk to
rated
them
it.
all. Yep, 10 out of 10.
10 out of
It's
10.
on the board. 10 out of 10 for Emily. And
Well, we know
This
her.
has to be her number one.
I guess so.
There's no other ceiling you can hit.
Queen of the Wad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to be Statue of Liberty so bad.
if we lose
Don't we all?
Trevian, we all have to take experimental semen enlarging pills
Yeah.
and
I'll
see how it
do.
affects.
The ones at gas stations.
Yeah.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah.
My heart can handle that, I'm sure.
Oh,
yeah. Oh my god.
Didn't kill John Jones.
So back at the drive-in, one of the teens, Ryan, heads to the concessions to get popcorn with extra butter. The zombie man from the opening scene that was trying to rape his dead wife was in the storage room jerking off, and he had used the butter for lubrication to jerk off because they're very horny zombies that are in this movie.
Yeah.
So now the popcorn is contaminated, setting it up for later. But it goes.
What's weird about that is his wife, who's like spreading the zombie, was in the movie, like not horny. Like maybe she was banging other dudes.
She was trying to bite his
Like-
balls. She like went right into biting his dick.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
but I feel like that's like a non-horny thing, is to bite someone.
Well, because they were like horny / murderous at the same time. Like they were like ripping dicks off and sucking them and like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. But it's
I-
like she was like not putting out in her marriage. So it's like, why is she spreading this horny
maybe that's what she
zombie?
wanted. She
Oh.
just loved him so much she didn't want to murder him, but all she had
point,
was
you know?
murderous horniness. you know?
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think
And they just needed a way to like channel
It's
that.
basically
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
end.
but she
in there,
never
man.
found it.
It's like the ending of A Star Is
Mm.
Born.
What
You know,
is it?
I
does
think
she throw a
A Star Is
testicle against the
Born.
gravestone and it just like comically
Oh,
clings to it?
Because he loves her so much, he has to let her go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I get that.
all right.
It took me a
Gotcha.
second.
Gotcha.
Is that the one with Gaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaga.
Well, there are
yeah.
a bunch of them, but that's the most recent one.
Huh. I didn't know that.
It's like throughout the decades. It's like
Yeah,
every
there's,
like 60 years
There's
they
like
make
4
a
or
new
5
one.
of them.
There's always a new star born.
Yep.
So
do- Oh, sorry.
no,
And
you go
it's
ahead.
like the girl in the popcorn scene she's just reminds me that this movie was filmed in 2011 because she's the hot girl, but she has like real thick wing eyeliner and wearing like a sailor
Oh
outfit
yeah.
Yeah, that eyeliner
and red lips.
Yeah.
Just very
Dates this
2011.
movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
It reminded me of that picture of like your sister and Cheyenne doing makeup.
Classic.
When they were like 13 and it was just like
Oh,
so much eye makeup. It was just
Sounds right.
crazy.
They wish they had her makeup because I feel like that was like 2002.
True.
Nah, it was probably 2004.
2000
No.
true.
I don't even know.
So
Who knows?
the second film is shown entitled I Was a Teenage Werebear. It seems to be inspired by classic musicals such as Grease or West Side Story with a hint of High School Musical as well.
Yeah.
It centers around Ricky O'Reilly, which is just a great name for
Ricky
the type
O'Reilly.
of movie it is. Ricky O'Reilly, a teenage boy struggling with his sexuality. And he meets a group of greasers that turn out to be werebears, or people that turn into what is referred to as a bear in gay culture whenever they get aroused. The group's leader, Talon, bites Ricky on the ass, turning him into a werebear. Now, my first question for you guys. Was this homophobic?
I'm not homosexual. I can't really answer this.
That's true.
It.
I'll answer.
I mean, towards the end, it talks about how that we should all tolerate each other and we should all So not. I don't know. I don't know.
I think people could get offended by anything.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think so. I think the overall message is is a positive.
For what it's worth, too, I think
It's a
they were
sweet
like
story.
actual gay actors too that did this.
Oh yeah, all actors are gay.
Yeah,
There's not a single straight one.
yeah.
in the bunch.
The main guy did like gay porn.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
He's talking about
there's
talking
your
about Brad
behind the
Pitt.
scenes, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Freaking behind the porn scenes.
Dude,
Yeah.
what was the name of the porn that he
Because
was
I've
in?
seen it.
Oh
I gotta
shit!
see it, dude. I gotta see
What?
it.
Yeah, drop that link.
Yeah, it's on the Wikipedia page. So
Cool.
I didn't like this one mostly because of the
Sex worker.
musical shit.
it was so funny.
I hated it so much. Like, I just hate musicals.
They're terrible. Me too. But I think it was just a break. Honestly, it distracted me from the sexual gratuity.
Yeah.
Strangely, which this movie had so much of that I was like, oh great, a musical.
Yeah, it just felt like it belonged here, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And they were catchy. It was catchy still.
The
you know.
Purge this urge. Purge this urge.
So funny. Such a good song.
He did the gayest dance while he was doing it too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hilarious. It's
It's
stupid.
good.
Just a proud gay. We love that.
Yeah.
So he ends up he's trying to talk to his coach about how he's having these feelings, and his coach is like, hey, I'm also gay, and he's very aggressive and rapey about sucking his dick, and Ricky ends up crushing his head in between his thighs with this newfound power he has. I think one of the bigger parts of this whole thing is how rapey it was. Like it was less about the if it's homophobic or not, and more about like especially the locker room scene where they're in the locker room. You have those classic jocks who are like, we're going to teach these gays a lesson. And they bring Talon and, his greasers and Ricky into the locker room. They're all basically naked. And the one guy, what's his name? Like Chuck or Chip or something like that. It was some jock name or whatever. But he's like, this is how my dad says we treat you pansies in prison. And he starts ass raping Talon while covering his eyes. Like, so he's not like looking at it. And it was just like, it was weird. But then so Talon turns into a werebear and reverse rapes him, turns around and starts raping him so much to where his penis goes through all the way the jock's stomach.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah,
Ooh.
for sure. It was just, but like it made
And
me
at this point, I'm
uncomfortable.
like, let's where's the song? Let's do songs.
Maybe let's do more songs. Like it was a really like there was
fun.
I don't know. It does the whole thing made me uncomfortable personally. But I don't know. That's just
It took me a while to get it, I feel like. And it's still not my favorite, but once I understood it, I feel like I enjoyed it a little more.
I still don't understand it. And I like it.
50s culture is just rapier.
I
mean,
guess,
that's
but
true,
I
too.
think the thing is that like the werebears were like, we're tired of being persecuted for being gay, so we're going to, kill all of the bigots in one way or the other.
Yeah.
But Ricky's message was like, no, like if we want to be accepted, we need to show love and tolerance. Like,
Yeah.
that's what he said at the dance. Now, there was a dance where the werebears had planned like a slaughter of all of the straight kids. Ricky intervenes as a werebear himself, using the power of a Playbear magazine with the questionable choice. Well, I guess they didn't know then, but who was the guy that they had on the cover?
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
Jeremy, who's like a sexual predator.
He looks
Yeah,
rough.
he's in jail for rape.
I think he pled insanity.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think he was like
Syphilis.
mentally
I mean,
insanity.
that'll do it.
Yeah, he's got a syphilitic.
Doesn't he have like a
Syphilis.
hog though? Doesn't he have like a giant dick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
why he
yeah.
was a
Yeah.
porn star. Yeah.
I've never
Porn
seen
legend,
it,
yeah.
but
He's also in
Oh.
Ghostbusters.
the new one with the girls.
No, that would have been bad. That would have been bad recipes in the original.
So to defeat Talon, Ricky shoves a silver dildo in his ass, removing the curse and also killing Talon. And as Talon dies, he says, like, I should have been more like you can change the world, keep fighting for the gays. So that was, I guess, like that was kind of the message of it, of like, don't, if you want peace, or if you want acceptance, like, peace is the proper route, not, violence and slaughter.
Nope, wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X argument, like whatever side you're on. But
Brother Malcolm side.
well, you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
Free pallets.
Yeah.
It
was a very Harvey Milk.
Yeah.
end.
So yeah, that's that one.
I'm reading over the Wikipedia page for this movie, and there was supposedly like a eBay controversy with this
eBay.
particularly. Yeah, eBay controversy. So, in 2012, Sullivan, the writer or whatever, he began selling copies of the CD soundtrack, and there was a autographed like 8x10 still of the main like actor, like
Okay.
shirtless with like red like briefs or whatever.
Okay.
And shoot, I think eBay said it was like against like their
guidelines.
yeah, their guidelines because it had like engorged genitalia.
Oh no.
Nothing wrong with a little bowl
So-
CD.
Yeah,
Oh my
Do they
god.
still sell those? Or no?
I'm sure there were
Who's
probably
the
worth
main?
pretty-
Who's the main character? Like the Werebear one?
No, the shirtless guy that was saying and stuff.
Ricky O'Reilly. Like he
yeah,
becomes
Ricky.
a.
Oh, so it was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
CD just from this Werebear vignette.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a still of him in the movie.
Nice.
gotcha.
I don't know if he had like his permission or not.
Side hustle.
So
was
eBay
autographed,
took
but-
it down, and were people giving eBay shade because they said it was homophobic?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Let
All
people
right.
buy their
Yeah.
Gotta
well,
watch out. Watch out.
dude.
They just said it was.
If you have
it
a
was
copy,
like
let us
offensive or
know.
something. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna buy
There's
it.
there's probably not that many out there.
No?
Yeah.
I
to be
know.
honest.
That's
It's
a collector's
probably
item.
worth something.
Yeah.
So not much happens between this one and the next one as far as like back at the drive-in. But the Diary of Anne Frankenstein was my personal favorite.
It was great.
They show this one. It's about the Frank family are hiding out in an attic, and they talk about their family's secret, which is that they are descendants of the evil Dr. Frankenstein and have changed their name to protect that secret. Then Hitler ends up breaking in with some Nazis and steals the diary of Dr. Frankenstein. And to win the war, he plans on using this diary to create his own monster, a large Jewish man with Frankenstein's monster-like qualities. So it was black and white. It was
Yeah.
subtitled. I'm not exactly sure how much of it was actually spoken in German and how much was
It-
just
Probably
bullshit.
Yeah, it wasn't. They said that like his German was like getting worse, and it was mostly gibberish, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
So
was a few German speakers, but
Yeah.
he was the main. Adolf was like none.
yeah, the main guy, he was the tall dorky guy from Dodgeball.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Grandma's
the one
boy
that
too,
like
right?
like
Grandma's boy.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
talked about him in the 30 Days a Night episode.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said that
okay.
one vampire looked like him.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
No, you could pick out things he was saying with some of his, especially when he was saying kill. He was like, he kept saying like Han Solo and like Chewbacca
Yeah.
and like, I think he said, there was the word that Aragorn in Lord of the Rings was saying to Legolas when they were trying to kill the orc that was running with like the sparkler thing to blow up the wall. That whatever that word was, he kept saying that one too. I just noticed that today. I can't remember what it is though, but
I remember seeing that one of the only German phrases he actually learned was
Nine.
like
nine.
and why does nobody like me? It's like what he says like right before he dies.
That's funny.
or why is everyone so mean to me? I think.
Yeah. Something like that. I think one of my favorite lines is like when they're about to shoot the whole family, and the one like the grandmother who's just like is like dead stare into the camera the whole time is like, I'm not even a Jew.
Yeah, Jewish. And he shoots her, and then he shoots one of the Nazis.
The
That's
officer.
he's standing against the wall.
Yeah.
In the back.
Doesn't address it.
Right. Jake, while we were watching this, expressed a lot of love for the puppy puzzle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
my ADHD relates to that so hard though.
Hitler,
I have unfinished shit all over the house.
There was this puzzle of a bunch of puppies that Hitler couldn't finish, and when he made this, Jewish Frankenstein, it finished it like immediately. And like, I guess it also like saved him a bunch of money on his taxes and stuff too. Like they went now the anti-Semitism here, I feel like was directed in a way of like the positive stereotypes of Jewish, of just being good with numbers and things like that.
And I mean, I feel like there's like a basis for like anti-Semitism in like the original like Frankenstein or like like those older like vampire Bavaria like monster stories. I feel like there's usually like something to do with, or like something is assumed, or like some people will like speculate about like what is anti-Semitic, or what's like what themes are supposed to like mirror what like those real prejudices in our real world. Right. So I think there's like there's already that theme there.
Yeah,
this wasn't like a crazy leap.
Yeah. No, definitely wasn't. And like it obviously portrayed the Nazis as the bad guys, and like the the Jewish Frankenstein as the victim here, and also the hero at the end. So there was a lot of super funny parts in this one though that just got me. Like I loved the scene with when he's trying to get his new monster to kill one of the Nazis, who, as they're trying to like coax this guy into killing him, he mouths "what the fuck" in English.
Yeah.
It's like it was so funny. And like he's like keep saying kill, and that's but in German, or what, not actually in German, like I said, he's saying like Han Solo, Chewbacca, and just random bullshit for the same word. But he ends up, this monster gets pissed and starts killing the Nazis. He kills the only two Nazi soldiers that are in there, and then Hitler calls for more Nazis, and the same two guys come back in the room with mustaches. And he's killing them in like various like Jewish ways, like as far as like not Jewish ways. That sounded really bad.
Yeah,
but Jewish themed, I guess. Jewish themed. Like he takes the
way.
The Jew way.
That is not what I meant. Jewish themed. Jewish themed kills. He takes the dreidel and then he like throws it at the guy, like went down his throat and chokes him.
Oh my god.
And then
I forgot about the epidemic of Jewish men murdering others with dreidels.
Shut up. That's not what I meant. I'm not an anti-Semite. I love the Jew is the hero here.
Yeah, and you're the monster, Brian.
Yeah, apparently. So what's that candle called? Like the
a menorah.
Menorah, yeah. And he just
stabs somebody with it.
He stabs. Well, he like almost like fillets his head with it.
Yeah.
He like forks his head with it.
Or he flipped over the one guy and the guy turned into a different person.
A black guy.
Yeah, it was a black. Yeah, like he flipped over the white guy.
Oh, that was so funny.
He flipped over the white guy, and then the stunt guy was black, and it was funny because what it seemed like is that it implied that the black guy that was being filmed didn't know that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like he thought he was just in the scene, and then he's like all of a sudden got crashed into a table, and he was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
So uncalled for.
Yeah. Like that's a stunt
That was
double.
over the top.
That's too-
so stupid. The monster ends up killing everybody but Hitler. Hitler like runs into this room, and then the monster just like walks around the set, like because he locks himself in his door.
This one did that a lot with like so much stuff. It just broke so many like fourth walls.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, which was enjoyable. Like one of the, like that's what kept like the laughs coming in this a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
the inconsistencies and the not giving a fuck about anything like making sense.
Right. So he ends up tearing off Hitler's arm, and he beats him to death with it, like knocks off his head, which is followed by a celebratory Jewish dance.
Yeah.
And all is well.
That's it.
It was I just love that one. It was so good.
It was fun.
It was a fun one for sure. Now back at the drive-in, a horny zombie infestation has taken place. There's just, the popcorn was infected, and a lot of the people are eating the popcorn and, starting to turn and like kind of pump things and whatnot. Now, how does everyone feel about this plot outside? I know Emily said she didn't like it, but does everybody else kind of not like it too?
Yeah,
with the drive-in stuff.
Whenever, I mean, it's an anthology film. It's always going to have this, but in the world of anthology films with the little, connective subplot, it's probably one of the weaker ones of the genre.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Weak frame story. But as far as frames go, like there's only so much you can do. I think it was smart to like it's a usually like a built-in like place, like a town, or like in this case a drive-in theater, so it keeps everything kind of penned in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they kept it kind of simple enough to where I think it worked, but it wasn't like it was the least strong.
Yeah, I mean,
part of the movie.
if we get to the ranking of the four, because you can't do Deathication. It would be the
Oh, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Well, no, because like that's the so it's the final film shown, and it's not technically one of the four anthologies originally written for the film. It's a short montage of people taking shits, painting with shit, exercising demons with shit.
I mean,
But it's a mislead.
So funny.
What are you gonna say, Emily?
that's all I was gonna say. I mean, that's
Just shit.
I do.
I mean, well, it's a mislead to bring us to the actual fourth film, which is the zombie movie, which is the drive-in theater stuff. One of the characters, Toby, made mention that he's like, "Oh shit, like we are the fourth film," like a kind of like a meta commentary.
Yeah.
Of that, like this is the fourth anthology. Outside of the projector room in the parking lot, there is a zombie orgy taking place, with only a few survivors lingering around. Gratuitous is an understatement with these scenes.
Yeah.
Especially with the dick getting ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
This is like this couple that
there's a baby in the car.
There's a baby in the car.
Oh my god.
She's sucking his dick and rips it off and keeps sucking it as it's like off of him. She's like squirting breast milk on him. It's bad. It's bad. It's real bad.
Because like during that I was like, are the kids still in the car for this? And then it shows that they are.
He's sucking on her titties.
There's the one dude who's like not zombified yet, but he's still fucking like the lower half of a corpse.
Oh my god.
And he's like, what? Like, he slaps the ass and keeps doing it.
Oh no.
Now I think there was a point, a message that was said by Cecil when he's talking to Orville, right? Like
Yeah.
he's like talking to the painting of Orville or whatever, and he said, "What was it you said?" He said,
Orson Welles, you mean?
Orson Welles.
But no,
"Oh, I
he
thought,
said, I thought it was Orville,
you
like
said-
Orville popcorn.
No, it's Orson Welles.
I
No.
asked you. See, you making me look stupid, and I literally was like, "Do you like?" I must have misheard you, and I was like Orville popcorn, and you said yes.
Oh,
That's what I heard, and so
no, Orson
Yeah.
Welles. It's the guy that wrote and directed and acted in Citizen Kane.
Okay,
And
Orson Welles, not Orville popcorn. Completely separate
He-
things.
He makes a reference to Rosebud later with the grenade.
Yeah.
He does.
Orson Welles
Um,
is like 1980 or 18. What's the? No, never mind. What's the number book? The 1980.
Oh, George
George
Orwell,
Orwell?
1984.
Oh, different guy. Okay.
We're
I could see getting all that jumbled though.
Where you play a game called
I think-
Orville Popcorn, Orson Welles, or George Orwell.
What's up with all these ors, dude? It's all the OR.
I don't know.
Orion's belt.
Wait. What is it? Hitler, murder, kill, or whatever.
My mom and Hitler.
Orson Welles, George Orwell, or Orville Redenbacher.
I'd marry Orson Welles. I'd fuck Orville Redenbacher, and I'd kill George Orwell because I can just read his books.
Absolutely.
I don't need to hang out with him or fuck him.
So
Wait, did you marry the popcorn guy, or did you fuck the popcorn guy?
I fucked the popcorn guy.
Yeah, with the popcorn
and,
lube.
and his popcorn.
Yeah, dude. Stick a hole in the bottom of your popcorn bags. So he said, nobody who takes on anything big and tough can afford to be modest. Fuck modesty. And I kind of think that was the whole point. Of like, they were like, this is where I was talking about in my review, where I'm choosing to believe it was experimental and not just gratuitous. It was gratuitous, but I kind of think that they were like, let's push some boundaries. Let's see how far we can go.
Go for it.
We can't afford modesty here,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna do this thing.
It'll be worse,
Yeah. Yeah, it would be worse.
and it's already gonna be bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when a stand-up comedian is working on a joke and they tell the joke and it might not go over so well, and then they work on it. They go, okay, like let's dial that back or change a few things or whatever. But like if a stand-up comedian tells a joke that's not meant for a special,
Yeah.
and
Kramer.
it not Kramer, that's different.
Just work on it, dude.
Yeah,
You got to sharpen your steel.
If they're telling a joke for the first time and it seems offensive, it's like, well, it's not done yet. You know what I mean? Like it's not because it's not fixed, it's not fine-tuned or whatever. And I almost think this movie did a service to cinema, and where it's like, oh, okay, you hated all of this? All right, so now take what we did and refine it. You know what I mean? Like now you know what the funny parts were, what the not funny parts were. Fix it.
Yeah, we went for it.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah.
And it got really stupid.
Yeah, it got very,
but we went.
So Toby and the girl, I think Maina was her name, I think her name was Maina. The girl he had a crush on.
I don't know.
At least that's what it was subtitled as. And when I was watching it, maybe they get the subtitles wrong. That's very possible, but I'm gonna call her Maina for now.
How'd they spell that?
Mayna.
Hmm.
They get guns from Cecil and they make their way to the car for their escape.
You know what? He had like automatic weapons
Yes.
and like grenades, shotguns. And it's like, dude, you're like, here's one wheel gun for you, 6 bullets, one wheel gun for you. When it's like you had like a scorpion and like
thing.
He had so much.
Fuck modesty.
and he only used one gun.
Fuck strategy also.
Yeah, he just used the shotgun. He just used the shotgun and he had a whole armory in there. Now Toby.
He's like,
There's-
here's a knife. Like, here's a machete, and like that's it. Like, he gives him the shittiest. He like breaks a chair leg, and it's like, oh, here, have like a this is fine. When he's got like an arsenal, it's just he's no hero.
There was a cool POV shot on the way out to the car where it's kind of on the side of Mayna's head, and she's. What are you guys laughing
We're
at?
watching the Deathication. It's this.
Oh, okay.
We just watched the dog eat the poop.
So funny.
It's so gross. I love.
There's this scene where there's like the camera is like almost mounted on the side of Mayna's head as she's walking out, and like they're like trying to conserve bullets, like shooting a couple zombies at a time, like kind of helping each other out on the way out. But it was just, I don't know. I always like POV shots when they're done right in movies, and that one was kind of cool to me.
Yeah,
Nice.
Now they are in the car, and the car won't start. And earlier it was revealed that Toby is a virgin, and he has a crush on this Mayna girl, and he was waiting for her. Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
She
Especially
thought
when
it was
you're
sweet.
trapped alone in a car, like someone's.
Yeah.
I'm a virgin. I mean, I guess
And-
who else are gonna tell? But like, if you're gonna die.
So now, before this though, I did skip a part. So Cecil comes out. He's like armed to the teeth, and he's like reciting various movie quotes while killing the zombies.
Yeah.
Like
I leaned over to Jake. I was like, is that when I said it's like the AMC movie, like the beginning? If you've gone to see an AMC movie, is it AMC?
I think so. See, yeah.
Do they like play a bunch of like quotes of shit and stuff?
It's these people that walk into a movie theater, like, yeah, it's a scene where you walk into a movie theater and they're like, "Hey, you guys!"
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying.
They show
Yes.
Pepsi
Cringy.
products and
Yeah.
it's basically
Yeah.
your snacks.
I think
before-
I've seen that at Regal.
It's Regal.
Um,
It's Regal. That's it.
Yeah.
it's Regal. Yeah.
It's so upsetting.
Sponsor.
Yeah,
us, Reed.
like
No, I hate
they're
it.
just
Opposite
doing
of
like
sponsor.
Cringy.
movie quotes to each other.
Danny
Everything's just a
Trejo's
movie
in the
quote.
commercial
Yeah.
for some reason. Regal paid Danny Trejo to be in that movie theater.
That's it.
Yeah. His last one, as he pulls a pin on the grenade, was Rosebud, motherfucker, I believe.
No.
You say
Quoted
no?
by Orville Redenbacher.
Popcorn,
You
motherfucker.
fucking idiot.
And he pulls the pin, and it's just popcorn shrapnel. It's just like-
He's like extra buttery motherfucker.
I didn't even question it when Ryan was like, "That's the popcorn guy." I was like, "Yeah, he's right. He's right."
So back in the car, Toby and Mayna, they're surrounded by the zombies who are all like humping the car and shit, and they decide that like we're gonna give these fuckers a show, and they're gonna take Toby's virginity and fuck one more time before they die. Now this movie, the zombie movie, ends and it zooms out into a movie theater, which reveals that the drive-in was indeed one of the anthologies the whole time. And it's just some friends, a couple of you recognize, at least the one guy I recognized from, he was the Wadzilla guy.
I think it was all the directors
Yeah, I
of
think,
each
yeah.
piece.
Okay.
Or the writers or which
yeah,
makes
I think-
sense. That's what they look like.
Right. And they were just like talking like about the film after it ended, like about how it was not enough boobs, stuff like that. And then they're leaving the theater and it just says, Chillerama. So that's like that's the movie that they were seeing. It's very meta. There was a lot of meta parts in the movie. But that's it. That's Chillerama.
What a movie made by dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have
Dudes
sold
being
this.
dudes.
They should have sold this at Spencer's Gifts.
Just guys being dudes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very Spencer's. Very, very Spencer's.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm honestly surprised it's not more of a
Gamergate ass
cult
movie.
classic.
Before we get into the roses,
Sponsored by
Oh yeah, we do roses.
One
we're doing
thing
roses now.
We do
Yeah.
roses.
is because I just want to figure it out is have we had any repeat actors or actresses in movies so far?
Yeah, kind of. The in Insidious, the The one Shane. Or
Well, no,
Shane?
yeah, she's in this movie.
She's in this
Is
movie.
she our first repeat actor, actress in any of our movies so far? Does anybody know that? Because I think she might be our first repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be.
It might just be. It might just be.
So shout out Shane.
Was that
Dan-
brought
I
up
think her name
already?
is Shane.
Or no?
No, I don't
Kane.
think so.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I stepped away for a second to pee, so I didn't know if I missed
Danny
that.
Torrance from The Shining was also
That's
in
right.
Doctor Sleep
Doctor-
as
Yeah.
an adult.
Those
Yeah.
are the same.
That little cameo. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a
I'll
cameo. That
throw
doesn't
that.
count. This isn't a cameo. These are just she's just working these, which is great.
Yeah.
That she got from Chillerama to Insidious. And I think she's in every
Yeah, she's
Insidious movie.
fucking chill. She seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. She's chilling
be in this-
Rama.
Yeah, no,
I
I
He
think you're,
played a gypsy in this movie.
yeah, I can't
No.
think of any other movies where we would have had overlap.
And she
Yeah.
was in the Werebear. I mean, she was probably in multiple ones. No, I think
Yeah,
she might have
well-
just been in that one.
Well, she was in Wadzilla. She was the homeless lady.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Wadzilla.
and I think the homeless man was also the dude who got his balls bit off in the beginning scene.
Oh,
Mm.
that was a funny scene in that I almost completely forgot about until now. Is the homeless?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Sperm. Exactly.
Exactly.
So let's rank them. Rank the anthologies from best to worst. Who wants to go first?
I would probably. I mean, it's probably Anne Frankenstein, Wadzilla, Defecation.
You're putting defecation in there?
I was Teenage Werebear, and then Zombie Movie.
Okay. Emily, are you similar?
Well, mine's Wadzilla, and Frankenstein. I was Teenage Werebear. No, we'll put defecate. No, I want that one, and then defecation, and then zombie movie.
Okay.
No. Ian.
The poop one, number one.
Yeah.
Chihuahua. This movie made me want a Chihuahua.
Oh yeah. The Anne Frank one, Anne Frankenstein. I'm really torn between Wadzilla and Werebear. They're both.
Yeah.
At first, I would say Wadzilla, but I think I like the Werebear one. Like it was just so weird. Like I don't know.
It's got some. Yeah, got some hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Got some
I'll
problems.
do Werebear, Wadzilla, and then the zombie one.
Okay. Mine would be at the top is Anne Frankenstein, then Wadzilla, then Zombie Movie, then Teenage Werebear, then Defecation.
What?
Doesn't
Second
like
that.
poop.
Ridiculous.
Because I just didn't even want to count that one because it's a fake out.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, but it's very effective.
Yeah.
Very defective or
Defective.
defecate, whatever. There's something there, but I can't find it.
Defecative.
That's it. You got it.
Defecative.
You'll be looking all night.
You'll be looking on the
Jake, did you rank yours?
I didn't catch the joke.
Something about
No,
poop.
There's no joke.
It's
Something
just the
about shit.
dumbest podcast in the world. Don't worry about it.
I am going to Werebear stuck out for me.
Fuck yeah,
so
dude.
that
Alright.
one's gonna top my list. Then
Nice.
Anne Frankenstein, Wadzilla, then Zombie Movie, and then Defecation.
That's it. I thought that all of us.
Yeah, I'm surprised you like the Werebear one the most. I thought you'd like the Anne Frankenstein one.
I
the
think
most.
I was just it was gratuitous
Yeah.
but it was less so, and the music was, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it was just over the top, and like
Yeah.
the rest of it, not that I mean the whole goddamn movie was way
Yeah.
over the top, but
It was also. It was a full story, you know.
Yeah.
It was
It was.
you were attached to the characters. You felt betrayal. You felt there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
arc.
Living
Yeah.
in a van by the beach.
Yeah, that was a great beginning.
The whole school.
Who
I feel like
doesn't
I-
want to be fucking in a van by the beach?
I feel like I rated this movie way too low for being the highest
well,
rated.
I gave it
like-
a 5, and I'm still loving it. Honestly, I don't know if this is something I should say on here, but the ratings mean nothing. I just say a number. Is that
Oh
something?
shit!
Oh,
I
sorry.
change it 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
in my brain before I even, and then as I'm
I don't
going,
think
I'm like,
about it.
boom.
I should have rated it more. That's okay.
Do
think-
you want to go back? You want to?
Nope, just don't think about it. Don't
I think
about
when
what it-
we're all like, it's just the same way as like watching it with friends makes like something can change the rating. I mean, for good or worse, but I think it's usually good if you watch it with friends. It's the same way like with talking about it. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
for
now
sure.
now I like it more.
Yeah, exactly. You can
So
laugh about
Yeah.
it.
don't
create
take
the
our
memory.
ratings too seriously,
No, we don't.
So,
but also worship us.
Yeah, or do. That's great. That'd be great.
my rose is going to be Hitler's laugh whenever he made a joke. Was just tickled my soul every time. That dude just did a very very good job at portraying a very bombastic, ridiculous Hitler. Anybody else got a rose?
I have a rose for. Hold on.
I have a rose for
Yeah.
tossing balls with the boys.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm gonna shout out that black eye that got flipped over by the table. that I missed that part the first time. When we watched this movie together, I fell asleep for a little bit.
Oh shit!
The
Oh,
Nazi,
no.
like the whole like Nazi one. Like I missed like the last half of that.
I was
Like, we-
watching Katie laugh the whole time. I didn't even look at you. I
Yeah,
was
no,
just
yeah.
looking at her.
Yeah, so you guys are in town. Like we mentioned that we watched this together, but we were like out bar
Mhm.
hopping and stuff. And as soon as
Yeah.
I like sit on a couch after I drink, like walking around all day,
Yeah,
like I'm
it's
like
sleepy time.
snoozing. So like
Yeah.
I fell asleep for a little bit. So I rewatched that today, like pretty close to the beginning of this podcast, and I picked up on that, and that was
He
so
means
funny
right
to
now.
me.
He's watching it.
Yeah.
My rose is going to Lynn Shay.
Lynn
Nice.
Shay.
Being, she's the old woman from Insidious.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah!
Yep.
Shout out Lynn.
She's in Nightmare on Elm Street as a high school student.
Okay, well,
Oh
I
my
look
God,
forward to
hell
seeing
yeah.
her again.
No.
Yeah.
And
Scream
yeah,
queen.
friend of the podcast.
Nice.
Let's get her on here for an interview.
Yeah.
Emily, did you have a rose?
My rose is to the 2011 sailor outfit with the red lipstick. That's
Oh yeah, there you
that's
go.
what I wanted to look like.
To
It's
the winged eyeliner.
I'm a
Mhm.
Tumblr girl at heart, and
There's a look.
it's a look for sure.
Oh shit! All right, cool.
We did it.
Good
did
evening. Go back to your own country. What the fuck?
Trevian,
Yeah.
Oh, Trevian. All right.
Trevian.
Okay.
Let's get them cards, baby.
Good game.
So we're doing you guys against me, first to 5 wins.
Beats the shit out of me.
If I win, I get to pick the movie. If you guys win, you guys have a soap party with Emily, and then she ends up in the hospital.
Yep.
Yas Queen.
That's what I sound like.
Yeah.
Do we just get nothing?
Do
means
we
you
get
guys-
nothing?
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
okay. It's all for
It's
fun.
too late at this point. We get nothing.
All right.
If Jake,
That's good.
yeah,
There's 3 of us. If he wins, then he gets something.
yeah, we're gonna try really hard this time.
I
mean,
won last time.
If we win, you have to come to Nashville, and that's
Yeah,
I'll just have to stay hidden the whole time, so don't get beat up or whatever.
We'll find you.
No, you don't know Nashville.
He barely knows Buffalo. I was telling him where to go.
He doesn't know Jamestown.
Shut up, guys.
Hey, guys.
I was honestly thinking that Jake was being like overly directional when we were driving through Buffalo, but I do think it was necessary.
Oh, it was 100% necessary. I don't, that part of your brain that remembers where to go, I don't have it. So, yeah.
I appreciate that.
Fucking Christine Columbus over here.
Jake fucking Jake
Somebody-
says that to me every fucking time I try to say something about direction. It makes me so mad. Most of what he says doesn't make me mad, but I'm just like,
That's why it's Christopher Columbus, not Christine Columbus.
well, like Christopher Columbus didn't even know where he was going.
That's why it's so funny. It's like
the
when you
worst type of misogyny.
it's like when you
Ignorant
toss.
misogyny.
I used to toss like
Salad.
stuff into like a trash can at work, and I would go like Kanye, and one of the guys in the work was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "You say any black dude, you'll swish every time."
You'll make
And like after a while, he started doing. He's like, Kanye, and it's the same.
If I took a pill and tried to like kind of throw one into someone's drink from across the room and I said Cosby, do you think I could get in there?
For sure,
The Cosby would help.
Say rape. Okay.
Ian's
gone.
Ian's gone. The one who's supposed to read the questions. He's gone.
He took this opportunity to escape.
He's probably looking for the cards, right?
No, I think he just
Prob-
had to pitch them.
Oh yeah, go back.
Oh, okay.
It's this car in the background. Can you get it, Jake, and show it to us? Oh, he's back.
I think it's Legos. I'm pretty sure that's a Lego car.
Is it a Lego car?
Oh yeah.
Ian, what's that car?
I have a bunch of Lego cars. That's a
That's
Porsche.
cool.
It's a Lego Porsche. Kitty bought me.
Nice. That's really
Yep.
cool.
She knows me so well.
Did you put it together or did she buy it assembled?
No, it's just in a box still.
Oh,
No, it's
cool.
assembled.
Asshole. What are you,
What?
fucking eyes?
Lego. What Lego set do you know that comes assembled?
No.
That'd be so lame if a Lego set came assembled.
The most ridiculous question I've ever heard.
They're like take it apart, put it back
Did you
together.
buy that Lego set assembled or not?
The way you said a
What
bunch
kind
of
of
Lego cars
Sick
that she
prank.
bought me, I'm like,
Yeah, like you know how mad I would be if I opened up a Lego set and it was assembled. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's not a Rubik's
Furiously writing
cube.
that down.
Yeah.
You go, excuse me, sir. This thing is not broken.
Oh shit! Wait,
I have to throw it on the ground first and rebuild it.
wait.
I'm gonna come to your house and just throw them down because you didn't get an opportunity to assemble
Yeah,
them.
Oh, I'm
I'll
sorry.
make
I
it
Oh,
up.
thought-
yeah, you missed the credits part, right?
I did, yeah. I didn't catch that.
Wait.
He's
Did
taking
I,
a shit.
did I miss it? I think I did.
Oh, the Chiodo.
yeah. The
Oh.
Wadzilla effects were done by the Chiodo brothers.
That's so cool.
They're the ones that did Killer Clowns, and that's what Chiodos is based on.
Oh.
They've got their name.
Oh,
That's
okay.
so fucking. Oh,
Interesting.
nice. Cool.
I want to do that movie. Review that
Fun.
movie. That'd be cool.
Yeah, well,
I
we should do
think-
that.
Isn't someone from like who did Toy Soldiers like involved with this? One of the writers?
Small Soldiers or Toy
Oh,
Soldiers?
Small Soldiers.
I love that.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the guy who wrote that wrote one of the
Oh.
movies.
yeah.
That's cool.
I
love
think it
Small
was the Wadzilla guy. He did like Small Soldiers, and there was a movie he did before that. That I'm like, oh, that makes sense that was the same guy.
Huh.
But I don't know. That's off.
Small Soldiers is so good.
Absolutely. But I could kind of see that DNA in a movie. I don't know what she did in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's connected. I could just be
Keepers,
making
Linda
this up.
Chiodo.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's get this
yeah.
assembled Lego thing going. Ian.
Trevian per poop.
For the first time putting together a Lego car.
All right. So rules to this, I guess. What's the scoring thing? Just so everybody knows. I want to make sure.
We get
Run it down.
So as a team, me, other Jake, and Emily are competing against host Jake. We all get. I'm gonna clip that one. That was a good one.
Please.
We get we all have to agree on an answer to say. And if we're wrong, then Jake gets an answer. And if he's right, then he gets 2 points. But if we got it on the first try, then we get 1. First to 5 wins. But you have to get exactly 5.
Oh my god. I hate
So
those
we
kind
win
of
no matter
rules.
what. No, I'm
Oh,
joking.
no.
Because that
What?
just makes it so Jake can't win.
The real winner is you, the listener.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's get our question number 1.
Number 1. All right. Okay. So this 2010 movie involved unwilling participants in a Nazi doctor's sadistic experiments.
It's Human Centipede.
Human centipede.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I don't. It's Human Centipede.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a point, guys. I
I
wouldn't know that one. Good job.
I haven't even seen it. Maybe I'll vote for that one next.
Hell yeah.
Very scatological episode.
One for the good guys.
Yeah.
Number 2. What Stephen King movie stars a teenager with a possessed 1958 Plymouth Fury?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it Carrie?
No, it's a name though.
Oh.
Like, or no, maybe not.
Wait. Say it
the
again.
car
Can you
one.
read it again? Is it the car one?
Stephen King movie stars a teenager with a possessed Plymouth
Oh,
Fury.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, what's the name of the car?
Oh fuck! I know this. The fucking is it called like Hell Ride or something? Or
No. Oh, I know it. It's scary.
dude, I have heard this talked about, and I cannot think.
My mom would be so disappointed in me if she listened to my podcast. If she didn't, she doesn't.
I got
though.
nothing.
She hates me.
Arf.
I don't want Jake to. I have to keep thinking for another second because I know he. knows.
Jalopy.
I'm just moving the microphone away
You
from
guys
me.
want to know the director?
No.
Well,
Need for Speed.
John
Need for
Carpenter
Speed.
directed it.
Oh, did he? Okay. I didn't know that.
Christine. Is
Oh,
it
Christine.
Christine.
It's Christine.
Christine.
Yeah, that's it. Nice, Jake.
Is
Wait,
it Christine?
I guess we should ask Jake. We should ask Ian.
I
but
went through the alphabet.
Is it Christine? It's Christine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck.
Good
How did-
job, guys.
How did Need for Speed
All I
rhyme
did was
with
go through the
Christine?
alphabet.
Yeah, that was
Nice.
I knew it was a name.
Also, yeah.
Oh.
Ian, don't just like we have to lock in an answer
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we just say it, don't say.
Yeah,
anything.
I felt like last time I gave too many hints and stuff, so I'm just gonna not say anything.
I'm staring right in
Yeah.
Ian's eyes,
Yeah.
looking for hints.
Hey, that's 2-0, baby. We're a good start.
Nice.
Oh man. Okay. And I'm just like
keep-
reading these too.
We
like-
should do a time. We
Perfect.
should have a timer. We should have got timed on that one.
I mean, I don't know. You
No.
guys.
We should
was
have a
trying to-
yeah, but we should have a stylish looking hourglass.
That'd be
that
cool
we
too.
Put a minute.
Ooh,
one
that'd be good. We
with
gotta go to
skulls.
TJ
Yeah.
Maxx or something.
Yeah,
Get
Sure.
it.
Oh, okay. Number 3. What horror franchise centers around a group of survivors who escape death and are killed one by one in freak accidents?
Final Destination.
Hell yeah, Ryan, take that point.
It's not a day that I
Locking that one in.
Yeah,
Locking that
locking
in?
it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I've said that before. There's not a day that I don't think about Final Destination. I think about it.
We're getting lucky.
You're getting close
Every
to
fucking
beating
day.
Emily up. You're
Yeah,
Ah!
we're gonna come to Nashville and
It's a-
beat
it's
the
a
shit
run-
out
Oh
of
my
her.
god.
Runaway truck with logs on the back of it.
Number 4. This 1982 film contained a scene where a young boy is dragged under his bed by his clown doll that comes to life.
Oh,
Chucky?
Fuck no.
No.
Clown doll.
Clown doll. Yeah. No way.
Wait, can you? It's 82.
It's 82. It has a
Is that Child's Play?
scene where a young boy is dragged under his bed
Ah.
by a clown doll.
I
that
can see
comes to
like
life.
I can see like the Scary Movie 2 version of this scene, but I don't know that movie it's in. 82.
Is it not Child's Play?
I don't think Chucky's a clown doll.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't
I
know.
think
then.
it's more like. Oh God, I don't know.
Do we
it's-
throw it over to
I
Jake?
feel like this is such an iconic scene. I should know it, but I don't want to put out the wrong answer and sound even dumber.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I got nothing.
Guys
Yeah.
got to guess on a movie.
No. do we-
Chillerama.
All right, yeah, we're
Close.
locking it in.
Locking it in.
All right, Jake.
Chillerama locked in.
Run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jake.
It's Poltergeist.
Yep.
Oh, I've never seen Poltergeist, and that was gonna be my guess.
Yep. Poltergeist.
I'm
Oh.
chicken
All right.
shit. I'm chicken
So was
shit.
it three to two now?
I hesitated.
Okay.
So you said Jake gets 2 points each.
He gets 2, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's 3 to 2.
3-2. Yep.
Our
I don't
lead.
even
Alright.
remember that in Poltergeist.
Mm.
But that's okay.
It's after they get her back. It's when it's
Oh.
right before it all gets sucked out under.
I've only seen it 3 times. It's not enough for it to really sink in.
You moved the gravestones, but you didn't move the bodies. That was
Why'd you sound like Bill Cosby?
I know. You moved the gravestones. That's my Craig T. Nelson impression. You son of a
You
bitch,
zippity
you
zappity
moved
removed
the
the gravestone.
Theo.
Rudy.
All right. This is number
Poltergeist.
5. Number 5.
Okay.
6.
6.
Well,
Seven.
no, 4. No, 5. You're right. Because we have. Yeah, you're right. Doesn't really matter.
No. The director of Drag Me to Hell is most famous for what other horror franchise?
The fuck?
Oh, fuck.
That's Wes Craven, isn't it?
What's Wes Craven? I mean, we can go with that. What is he known for?
Is it
Aw,
Wes
man.
Craven?
I don't know.
Wes Craven did Nightmare on Elm Street. No. Yes.
Maybe it wasn't Wes Craven though,
Okay.
but that's the
Don't
name.
look at Jake.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Don't look
Not-
at Jake.
You guys are like looking at me for affirmation.
I can't see
As
anybody.
if
Well, we're usually a team.
We're usually
You want to lock in? You want to lock in Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're locking in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
What is it, Jake?
Sam Raimi, The Evil Dead.
Oh,
yeah.
Sam Raimi.
I wouldn't
Oh
have done that.
shit!
That's
That's
Spider-Man.
my bad.
It's
4-3.
Spider-Man.
We lost our lead.
I knew my wires
We-
were crossed with that one. I could
We need
feel
to.
it.
Actually, I'm trying to not win. I don't want to get beat the shit out
God
of.
damn it! I just want to beat the shit out of this redhead.
I'm just so ignorant as far as horror movies go.
We're learning. You know,
I love trivia though, and I love just
I mean,
answering questions.
I'll forget it by tomorrow.
I
but
don't
I'm
care
really
if I
ready.
know it or not.
Yeah. We need more
Yeah.
geography
I'll
questions.
give you
here.
an answer.
Yeah,
You're
Uh,
wrong.
give me.
Yeah, ask him about the flag of Venezuela.
Ask me about my wiener.
He can tell you.
Where's that trivia? Where's flag trivia?
Yeah.
All right. Question whatever. 8, 7, 3, 6, whatever.
Yeah.
69.
69.
Nice.
What 2013 film was inspired by the Amityville horror story and features paranormal investigators?
Like Conjuring. Is that
Is
2013?
it The Conjuring?
Is that? Are we
It-
locked in?
I'll lock it in if you want to. Jake?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was 2013. Jake's biting his lip, but that's okay.
I've-
I'm not paying attention to him.
I've never seen The Conjuring, but there wasn't
Oh.
like the movie, the Amityville Horror. The two that were made were way before 2013, so I would assume
Okay.
it's not those, and I'm ignorant of The Conjuring. So if that's about the Amityville Horror, or it's just inspired by it,
Yeah, I was inspired by.
is that one of the ones with the Wests? Like, are the
Yes.
Wests in that?
Yes,
Okay.
they are.
Does it center around them?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then, yeah,
Well-
probably.
All right.
I like that answer.
Lock it in.
The Conjuring.
Are
Lock
we
it in.
wrong?
That is correct.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah.
We talked
It's-
it out.
It's the Warrens, not
Oh, the Warrens, the Wests.
Yeah.
We're the
Do you, know,
Wests.
Oh.
do you like how
Warren.
confident I was about it though when I was
Yeah.
answering?
Yeah, you're-
I thought it
I
was
thought-
really-
It's the Orvilles. It's
I
the
just-
Orvilles, guys.
We don't know names on this podcast, all right? If I don't have if my
People are
laptop's
listening.
shut,
You're listening like, what the fuck kind of horror movie fans are these?
Warren.
Whatever, dude.
We're still trying to get it- we got it right, though.
and judging us.
So 4-4.
4-4. Yeah.
power.
Next
Question wins.
All right.
Oh my
it.
god.
Michael Myers' mask is supposedly based on what famous actor?
Oh fuck.
Oh, what?
Um,
Star Trek.
Shatner. Is-
William Shatner. Bill Shatner.
William Shat.
Lock it in.
All right.
Yeah.
Jake's locking
Yeah.
it.
Shatner.
Yeah, that's right.
Hell yeah.
Emily, you're getting fucked up.
I don't know what I'm hearing. This team is my demise. But
Yep.
I'm excited that you guys are coming to Nashville, I guess.
Oh shit. Oh man, we won one. So now like all time we're 1-1. I still think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty
good.
balanced.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
I think
balanced.
so.
Yeah.
We left some on
So-
the field, but hey,
Yeah.
good match.
And it's all just luck of the draw. It's whatever cards come up. If it happens to be one that we know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jake's gonna pretty much know them all. So
Yeah, and I tried not filtering through.
We held our own.
No, yeah, that was
We
good.
won. I mean, what are we talking about?
I mean, I
We
think
We
it
also
was-
get first crack at all of them.
yeah.
helps.
We get first crack at Emily when we come to fucking Nashville.
Ah!
Ah, dust up.
God, I'm gonna put quarters in my socks.
Oh my god. I can fight back, right?
No.
I'm strong.
I don't see why not.
All right, yeah. I know. I've seen you wrestle. You kicked your husband's ass. It was funny.
Yeah, I do.
Who's got the Patreon pick this week?
I did.
Shit.
Right? I was like, I completely blanked on that.
Did we say it was Allie
I
or
thought it was Parker.
Oh, I think it's Allie.
I think it's Allie.
I got Ellie's.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, let's just do Allie's.
I
if
think
you
it
have
is Allie.
I have
I
one.
think it is Allie.
It's Rachel's.
But we had one that because who was last week?
Katie. Because it was Silent
I don't
Hill.
know.
Well, if you have
Okay.
one from, do you like if we have one from Allie? Why don't we just do
Just
that
do Allie's.
Okay.
Just do Allie's.
Yeah, they could just swap a week.
What did she say, Jake?
Mother, 2017.
Mother.
I haven't seen that, and I want to.
I think it's
Okay.
2017. I got to open the message, but
I'm
not
also
sure.
gonna change mine.
Yours was The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Nice.
Let's keep the bees being.
I think Katie would like that one. I think we watched that one together.
You have or would?
We have.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I don't really remember. it, so.
Yours was Infinity Pool.
I'll keep Infinity Pool. I was gonna do a funny one, but we just did one, and we have another one on the board, so I'll keep this one.
Ryan's, you gotta change it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Nope.
All right.
Nope. All right. Jake, yours was High Tension.
I'm gonna leave it high tension. One more.
All right. Mine was Evil Dead Rise. I'm gonna keep it.
Nice. I'm excited about all of these.
All right. And we spin.
Oh.
And we Evil Dead Rise.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay,
A
dude.
new one.
This is Wes.
A
This is
new
Wes.
one.
This is Wes Craven,
I'm
right?
psyched.
No.
Yeah.
This is directed by Lee Cronin,
Featuring
Orville
the
Redden
West family,
Walker.
right?
who had
Cronenberg.
only directed The Hole in the Ground before this. And Sam Raimi said, hey, make an Evil Dead movie.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey,
You gotta go
buddy.
to the theaters for this one.
No,
It's
No,
on.
It's on.
it's on
Hulu?
Max.
Yeah, Hulu.
Max.
It's on, or yeah.
Oh,
Max,
nice.
yeah,
Probably
that's right.
both, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's on Max.
On
I'm
shit.
logged out of
It's
your Mac.
on some shit.
It's on something that some people have.
I'm logged out of
Yeah.
your
We'll
Mac.
watch it.
Oh, I'll send you the.
So I'll watch it together.
Yeah, we can. You
Yeah.
you guys can have our Max if you want.
We
I,
could do watch parties.
I have it. Jake
be
just
fun.
doesn't have my.
Watch Farty.
Oh.
signed
My PS4 like updated.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
You
It
said
wa-
watch party.
It wasn't fun.
Oh, I gotcha.
I liked it.
More like watch Def Farty. you know?
Def of fa.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cut
You
that out.
guys,
I don't want that.
probably, but we'll see.
Shardy.
Alright, okay. Yeah, that was better. That's,
Watch
that's
Shardy.
good.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
right.
Sweet. I will say this at the end of the show. We do have a new Patreon tier that is now in order. We have our $1 tier, which now it's no longer the IOU tier. It's now called the Scaly Whaley tier. And it is you just get the movie wheel suggestion
Yes.
and our undying love and affection.
Yes.
The $5 tier has everything from that first tier. It's called the Spooky Wookie tier. And it also has our access to our bonus content, which is going to be bi-monthly or bi-weekly. How do you say that if it's twice a month?
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly, yeah.
This is every other
We
week.
bi-weekly bonus episodes of random shit. We will figure it out as we go. But that's $5 a month, and you will have access to all of that. So if you're interested, patreon.com/horrorphobia.
You said
Nice.
that's
Yes,
the
queen.
spooky dookie tier?
The spooky.
Spooky dookie.
I might be
Spooky
changing it to the
dookie.
spooky dookie.
Spooky
Scary
Dookie
Wary.
is $10, and we get one finger up your bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we send you our bathwater.
Tickle the
All
prostate.
5 of us, which makes a
Yeah.
proper fist.
That's
We
a
all
fist.
go,
We-
we all go knuckles
We're
deep in
gonna
our
fist
fans
ya.
for the Spooky Dookie.
Zippity zappity, subscribe to the spooky dookie tier. I have a bad Bill Cosby. You should do that.
Beautiful.
I can't wait to listen to that. Anyways, thanks for listening, everybody. Have
Thank
a great
you.
week. We'll see you next
Bye.
week with Evil Dead Rise.
Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.
Fuck you.
Bye.